What are you doing?
Oh, just patting myself on the back.
Danya's on fire.
Nah.
Okay, so I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to pat myself on the back here because for those of you who follow my vlog, you'll know that a little while ago, I called Frankfurt as one of the teams to watch out for in 2019. Frankfurt, Freddie Bobeck, Danya, Jovic, Rebic are actually on fire. Go on, the Magicus Dreieck, and look where Frankfurt are now. So, good job, Danya. So why do I like Frankfurt? Well, besides the fact that they're sick, they're like a breath of fresh air from the usual professional footballing bullshit. And the teams like Real Madrid and Man City and PSG and Juventus, bleh. They're just a head down, hard work, grinded out team that started from the bottom against all odds and has a team of players that really nobody even would give a second look at until they came to Frankfurt. So what's really not to like about Frankfurt? So a lot of credit for Frankfurt's rebirth really needs to be given to Freddie Bobeck, a director who arrived at Frankfurt in 2016. Now, Frankfurt fans were actually really not happy about this because he was at Stuttgart previously and he didn't really do anything there. But they were so pissed that another director for Frankfurt actually got threatening letters. That's really awkward because Bobeck was just named Kicker Magazine's Person of the Year, an award which is usually given to a player or a coach, and that's a big thing in Germany. So looks like Frankfurt's not so upset now after all. Now Bobeck, he's got a right-hand man, and that's super scout Ben Manga, who most people don't even know because he operates in the shadows. Now these two are responsible for finding diamond-in-the-rough football talents in all the nooks and crannies and most hidden places of world football. Not necessarily because that's what they would want to do, but because, well, budget. Just to put things into perspective, in 2016, their budget was 2.5 million euro. That's less money than Neymar makes in a month. How do you even build a team on that? So let's take Frankfurt's most talked about trio, das Magisches Dreieck, which is Jovic, Rebic, and Haller. Now, Jovic, he was essentially discarded by Benfica. Yes, Benfica. They didn't even think he was good enough to play for the team, so Frankfurt got him on loan for 200,000 euro. That's pocket change, with an option to buy for 7 million, which of course they definitely just triggered. Now, Jovic, from literally nothing, has turned into one of Europe's brightest prospects and has interest from teams like Barsalona, Real Madrid, and all of the top names in Europe. Now, Jovic is a huge part of Frankfurt's attack with 17 Bundesliga goals and 8 Europa League goals. Now his other two partners, Rebic, who they got for 2 million, and Haller, who they got for 7, are also ridiculous. And together, these three players have combined for 40 of Frankfurt's 58 Bundesliga goals. If they were worth that much then, how much do you think they're worth now? So people initially thought that Frankfurt's success was credit of Kovac's good work. I mean, they did come here to Berlin and end their 30-year silverware drought by smacking Bayern 3-1 in the final of the Pokal. And then Kovac went to Bayern. So people were kind of like, which compounded a little bit more when Frankfurt got smacked 5-0 by Bayern in the Super Cup and then got kicked out of the Pokal by 4th Division Ulm. Is that even how you say that? Ulm? Ulm. But after that rough start, new coach Adi Hütter proved to be a worthy successor. He just needed a little bit of time to change Frankfurt's playing style from conservative counterattack to more fluid, open, and attacking style of play. Frankfurt have never looked back since. Ridiculously, Frankfurt defied all odds and topped their Europa League group, which they weren't even supposed to get out of, winning every single game. And in the Bundesliga, after losing 3 of their first 5 games, they went from losing only 4 in their next 25. pretty hard not to love Frankfurt. They're like the perennial underdog. I mean, they were not favored against Shakhtar, they were not favored against Inter, and they were not favored against Benfica, and yet they sent all three packing. And now they're in the semifinals of a European Cup for the first time in 39 years. And guess what? They've got Chelsea ahead of them. They're definitely not favored here either, but something tells me that they don't really care. Another thing that sets Frankfurt apart from the other teams in Europe is the 12th man, so the fans. Now, Frankfurt has some of the most ridiculous fans in Europe, hands down. Now, we should also probably mention that they do kind of have somewhat of a reputation for being a little bit violent sometimes, a little crazy, but that's not all of them, and we still love them the same. If you want to check out another video we did on Frankfurt's fans, you can check that out on our channel somewhere. Anyways, now Frankfurt's fans are ridiculous. And what makes them ridiculous? There's so many and they're so passionate. And it's not just that, you know, the stands where the ultras sit are crazy. No. The whole stadium. They're renowned for their full stadium tifos and pyrotechnics before games. And I should probably mention that they turn up in thousands for away trips. I mean, 10,000 went to Rome when they played Lazio, 15,000 went to Milan. I mean, thousands more went to Benfica, and they're expecting like 20,000 fans to go to Chelsea, where they usually assign like 5% of the stadiums. That's like 2,000 tickets for away fans. That means the majority of them aren't even gonna get into the game. I can't even imagine the ruckus that's gonna be going on in London. Okay, you know what? We should really go to London to check that out. Yo, tell DW to send us. Okay, so again, how can you not like Frankfurt? All right, I get it. If you're a Mainz fan, you probably don't like Frankfurt. Understandable. But anyways, I really like Sarri, but I actually hope that Frankfurt beat Chelsea and win the entire Europa League. Because like I said before, they really are a breath of fresh air, and the football they play is really exciting. And you know what? Who knows how much longer it's going to be that we get to experience this before the rest of Europe's big dogs come in and dismantle their team. Already they're talking about something like 60 million for Jovic. So, you know what? Let me know what you guys think of Frankfurt, and we'll chat about it. In the meantime, you know the drill. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, NDW Kickoff on Instagram, and subscribe to see what we got going on. And I'll catch you guys again next time.